Hello, dear friends, and welcome to my channel. This is Reverend Dr. Poke, and we'll be gleaning wisdom from the Word of God. Today, we'll be looking at the story of Job, focusing on Job chapter 19, verse 5, where Job is speaking to his friends and he says, "You think you are better than me, using my humiliation as evidence of my sin." What's the backstory? We see in chapter 1 that Job was a righteous man. God says, a man full of integrity who feared God and shunned evil. And God was proud of his servant. God boasted about his servant Job. Have you seen my servant Job? But the devil wanted to disprove God. The devil wanted to show that if Job is faced with calamity, Job will dishonor God. And so the devil went out to set Job's life in an uproar. Job lost all his 10 children in one day. He lost all his wealth, and he himself was plagued with a terrible skin disease. Job's friends heard of his calamity and came to console him. For the first 7 days, they said nothing because they saw his anguish was so deep. However, when they did start talking, it wasn't all that comforting. They accused Job that he should be guilty of sin to merit such calamity. But we know from the story that that was not the case. And then Job answered them in chapter 19, verse 5, with the verse we just heard. You think you are better than I am, using my humiliation as evidence of my sin? They just didn't get the story. They still didn't understand and insisted that he must be guilty. And later in verse 25 of chapter 19, Job warns them that their conduct merits punishment. What do we learn from the story? Good people can suffer. There are various reasons why that could happen. Job was being tested. Sometimes God allows suffering to build character. Sometimes what looks like suffering is God's escape to give you something better. The reasons are varied, but we shouldn't be like Job's friends and be quick to pass wrong judgment. Let's comfort, let's listen to what God has to say, and let's be careful not to judge wrongly. Have a blessed day.